Gemini, welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Gemini, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. All right, so your challenge, Gemini, is the Page of Swords, okay? And what you don't see coming is the Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? So Gemini, your challenge here has a lot to do with something that Spirit is asking you to really get information on, analyze it, really get to the point of really connecting with some sort of situation in your life. The Page of Swords energy is your challenge for February. So that means anything you're doing, you should be analyzing it, you should be reviewing it, you should be getting all the necessary information that you need in order for you to make sense of something, okay? We're gonna clarify this and find out more about what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So I'm really strongly getting here recently in the past, there was a major conflict that you were in, okay, with someone. I feel like this could have been a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also getting maybe another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Virgo, Taurus, okay? I'm getting that a lot of you had an opportunity to resolve some sort of painful situation, painful event. Maybe you experienced something here that you wanted to kind of bring back here into balance. We're going to clarify and get more information in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. You rest. Again, I do see you rushing in, okay, or someone here is rushing in. But what I'm also seeing is somebody is not interested, or they act like they're not interested with the Four of Cups here. But even though this may be happening, there is an opportunity in the present moment maybe to resolve something here or for something here to change, okay? So I'm going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so it looks like in the near future, this energy of overthinking something, being in your head all the time about it, I feel like that's going to come to an end if you choose for it to come to an end. Okay, so I feel like there's two distinct paths that you can choose here in the near future. I do see a lot of abundance coming in for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. This could be financial that's coming in for you. But there's something here you're kind of overthinking in the near future. And we're going to clarify that and see why that may be in a moment. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So what you don't see coming is the fact that for many of you, excuse me, something here stopped working, okay? So either you stopped agreeing with someone or maybe you stopped actually working. There's something here about a new beginning supposed to be happening, but it didn't happen for some sort of reason. Something here was blocked, hasn't really been moving forward the way that you want it to. I feel like there is a relationship where your partner, your person at one point was really stable. That has changed, okay? So there's some sort of instability here. And Spirit is saying that it's time for you to really analyze the situation and really come to the point of why this is happening. Because there's something here that you are either missing or you're not really analyzing the way that you need to analyze. Now here you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So again, you don't know the full truth about this situation. You don't really understand and understand why it's happening. And there's a need for you to kind of review that and really look at the situation very deeply, okay? Because there may be things that you're missing, especially because Mercury is still retrograde, okay? And Mercury is your ruler. So even though a situation in your life right now may seem one way, it may actually be a completely different thing that you don't really seem to connect with right now. But over time, as you start to analyze and look at the situation maybe from a different perspective, that is when things are going to move forward for you. Okay, so there's a reason why there's a delay. There's a reason why a new beginning isn't happening, because something here isn't working, and you need to look at that and really try to look at it maybe from a different perspective. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in terms of what you don't see coming. Now let's get into your reading and let's see what is going on for you. All right, let's clarify your challenge. All right, so your challenge, which is the Page of Swords, is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah. Okay, so the High Priestess, in this instance, Gemini, is talking about you listening to your intuition. Okay, this is something that a lot of us are learning to do now, learning how to listen to our intuition, listen to the voice inside of us. A lot of us discredit the voice within us, and Spirit is saying a lot of you already know what it's going to take to have a new beginning. You already know what you need to do. Two of Pentacles here is about a decision that you need to make. So your challenge here has a lot to do with you tapping in to, number one, your intuition, okay, listening to the inner voice within you. Okay, don't discredit yourself, because your inner voice, your higher self, knows the path that you should be on. Okay, number one. And number two, a decision has to be made about how you are going to go about having a new beginning. This is a very big, important decision that you need to make. And that may require you to do research. It may require you to get the important facts, okay? So there's two really important things that you need to consider here in order to have a new beginning: listening to your intuition, gathering the necessary facts, not allowing your judgment to be clouded based on one view or one side of things, but really gathering the information, the facts, and then making a decision, and then having your new beginning. Okay, so Spirit is saying your challenge has a lot to do with a process that you need to consider before you can actually have this brand new beginning that you want, because that's what's blocked right now. That's what you don't see coming. Something here not moving forward, and there's a reason for that. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing as your challenge. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Okay, so in the recent past, I'm really strongly getting here that there was a desire to end a conflict with someone here. Okay, I feel like you really wanted to end things. You didn't want to be in this conflict. Your person didn't want to be in this conflict anymore. In fact, they wanted to bring things back into balance. And that may have been something that you tried to do here in the past. Now, I do see a lot of uncertainty here in the recent past, because you may have felt really hurt over something that happened between you and a specific person. So even though there may have been an opportunity, somebody here was maybe afraid to give a second chance, or they were afraid that this situation would never come to an end. Okay, even though they wanted it to come to an end, they may have felt like it wasn't really coming to an end, especially if you were still very much in pain here in the recent past. All right, so let's clarify the Three of Swords in the recent past. I just want to know why you were hurt, or why there was some sort of painful situation that happened here. You have the Three of Swords, which is clarified by the Princess of Cups. You have the Ten of Swords, excuse me, and the King of Pentacles. So again, in the recent past, a lot of you were hurt. Now you have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So if you look at these two cards, you see these two cards are very much associated with the heart. So a lot of you were hurt in the recent past by someone here, and you know, maybe you wanted to receive an apology here. There was an opportunity in the past to have a new beginning, but again, because there was so much pain here, it may have been very difficult to really put it to an end in the recent past. Now in the present moment, you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so I still feel like Mercury retrograde is still affecting you right now. It's still affecting communication, clarity, and all of that. So a lot of you have to be careful, okay, in the present moment. And I really hope you're listening to this, because I'm really sensing here in the present moment with the Knight of Swords, it's like you're rushing in. It's like you're assuming, or you're rushing in, or you're going in and you're doing something without really thinking about it. And that's why your challenge here is the Page of Swords. Okay, so before you come to any conclusions, before you make up your mind, before you rush in and take action, just remember that something here may not be as it seems, okay? And we're going to find out what that may be and what the important message is for you with the Knight of Swords in a moment. But first, I want to clarify the Four of Cups. I feel like there's some sort of rejecting energy going on in the present moment. It's like someone here isn't interested. They're bored of the same old here kind of thing is what I'm sensing. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is clarified by the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Strength. So I feel like in the present moment, a lot of you are avoiding something. There's something here that you're avoiding. It's like you may not like it, you may not be interested in it, but you're closed off. And this is about your challenge. Again, I'm going to go back to your challenge, because a lot of you want to move forward. You want to have a new beginning. But if you're not open to something here in the present moment, that may be what's actually hindering you from moving forward. Okay, so there's something here about you being very determined in the present moment. I'm also getting, for many of you, you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So something here is bound to change. It's not going to stay the same. I feel like whatever this change is definitely going to be in your benefit, because the Wheel of Fortune's here. It's part of your destiny. This is something that, you know, you are supposed to be experiencing. So what's the important message for you, Gemini, in the present moment when it comes to the Knight of Swords? So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups. You have the Star and the Six of Cups. So for many of you right now in the present moment, I feel like a lot of you are, first of all, you're very much connected to somebody here in the present moment. Okay, very, very much connected to someone here. I feel like this person is ready to offer you love. This person really, really wants to talk about a future with you. This is someone that you have a really strong connection with. But again, I think what a lot of you have to consider is, especially if this is what is happening in the present moment for you, is you should really, really look at the situation from multiple perspectives, okay? Because a lot of you are rushing in here. It's like you're rushing in without really thinking about it, okay? But your intuition, which is your challenge, may be telling you something different. So even though something may seem great and amazing in the present moment, and there's nothing wrong with that, you also have to consider, you know, why there's some sort of blocked off energy. I don't know if this is you or your person. Somebody here in the present moment is blocked off. So even though you may be rushing towards this person and wanting to make this happen, you may be kind of stopping yourself from allowing it to happen. Okay. And that's something that often, you know, we do. You know, we usually sabotage ourselves when it comes to the things that we want in our life. So there's something here that you need to, again, look at from a different perspective if you truly want to have this new beginning, okay? Not just rush in and go for it, because oftentimes if we rush in and we do something without thinking about it, we often either regret it, you know, later on in the future, or we miss an opportunity, okay? So what I'm seeing here in the present moment for you is there is an opportunity, and I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, and we're going to see what this opportunity means for you and what you need to know about it. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune for Gemini in the present moment. So the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. If you've been dealing with a situation in your life, okay, where you want to resolve things with someone from the past, you want things to work out, you want to start planning for the future, you no longer want to feel blocked, you want to be able to move forward, there's something here in the present moment about you needing to really sit down with yourself and go into hermit mode and really recognize what needs to be resolved within yourself. There's something here about you holding yourself back, Gemini. That's what I'm seeing right now. Because whoever this person is that's coming in, it looks like they have a lot of love for you. There's somebody who wants to plan a future with you. There's somebody who you probably most likely have history with already. But there's something here about you not resolving something from the past, okay? And again, I'm going to go back to the past, because for many of you in the past, when I clarified the Three of Swords, which is, you know, you being in pain, you still being hurt over something in the past, I do feel like this person tried to make an offer in the past, or maybe someone in the past, maybe a new love came in the past, but a lot of you, again, sabotaged it and blocked it. And that may be what's happening in the present moment. And that's why your challenge here is to analyze not only others and what's happening outside of you, but what's also happening within you. And is there something that's blocking you from being open to receiving opportunities? Because it's there, right? Like I'm showing you, it's there for you. But if you have some sort of unresolved issues from the past and you're closed off and you think that's normal, that's something that you really need to look at, okay? And that may be the hardest thing for you to do at this time, okay? So that's what I'm seeing in the present moment. Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, things get really interesting because you have a decision. You have a decision. So your challenge here, let's go back to your challenge. I know I keep repeating myself. Of course, it's Mercury retrograde. There's things that we need to realize that we may not really be realizing in this time frame. You have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is about what? Making a decision, and that's part of your challenge. So in the near future, you have two very opposing energies. The first energy you have here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a very abundant, solid, stable energy. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which is a painful ending, releasing, you know, past pains, etc., etc. And look at that, you have the Hermit, and you also have the Hermit in the present moment. So Spirit is saying you still need to go off, be on your own, and really analyze these changes that are happening within you. It's not always about what's happening outside of us. Oftentimes what's happening outside is exactly what's happening inside. A battle inside is happening outside, right? So there's a need for many of us to look at this, and this is something that you're being called to do. So what is the important message in the near future for you about the Hermit? There's something here that you need to look at and go within and analyze. So the Hermit is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. A lot of you still have some sort of conflict with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or this could be somebody who embodies fire energy. I'm really strongly getting that a lot of you are very quick to become defensive about some sort of situation. It's like you don't see eye to eye with this person. Five of Swords has been coming out lately for almost all signs, especially Capricorn as well too. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. There's something here about you rushing in and assuming all the time. Rushing in and assuming, rushing in and, you know, being in some sort of conflict here. And Spirit is saying you need to analyze why you do that, because that may be something you do that sabotages yourself here in the near future. So what needs to come to an end when it comes to this energy that, you know, needs to change so you can have this new beginning that you want? So the Ten of Swords is clarified by, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Three of Wands. Yes. So for many of you, what needs to come to an end is you holding yourself back, okay? This is about you preparing for a new beginning, because it is going to happen for you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of stability. I feel like there's an offer that's coming in, and you're going to have to decide if you're ready to finally move forward. Okay, because there was some sort of situation in the past that maybe you held on to, you didn't completely get over it here, and you don't want to miss an opportunity in the near future when it comes in. You need to be prepared for this, okay? Because whatever's coming in is stability. Now, one of the things I want to mention astrologically, which I think is super important for you to know, is Mercury is going to be conjuncting Pluto. Okay, I believe on the 29th of January, even though this is a February read, that aspect has been happening a lot. So a lot of you, there's something that's changing within you, and Spirit is saying you need to recognize that, because if you don't recognize that, you may just be sabotaging yourself and holding yourself back. And what is beautiful here in the near future is you're going to receive some sort of abundance, some sort of solid, stable energy that's coming into your life. The question is, are you going to be ready for it? Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. What? Wow. Look at this. For many of you, there's new love coming in, or a new beginning in love with somebody here that you really like, okay? If you look at these cards, look at the Two of Cups, it's two people. Ace of Cups is cup of love. The angel's bringing, you know, that cup of love to you, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, there's a solid, you know, amazing energy that's coming in, but if you're constantly in this place of battling and constantly not recognizing what needs to change within you, then that may be something that you miss, okay? So this is something that you need to be prepared for and to get clear on, Ace of Swords, so that you don't miss out. So let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? Okay, so the advice here for you is the Knight of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, and the Emperor. So your biggest piece of advice, Gemini, moving forward, and what you need to know is the fact that you need to swiftly move towards cooperation. You need to swiftly move towards how to come back into this place of working things out, okay? And the Eight of Pentacles, often we see somebody working alone. You may have to work on yourself. You may need to work alone in order to find stability within yourself. Once you're able to find the stability within yourself, you'll be able to attract that stability to you. But it's not gonna happen if you are constantly rushing into things without thinking about them, doing things without being logical, doing things, getting into conflicts and arguments, always thinking you're right. No. Okay, you need to work with others. Okay, work with yourself. The first thing is working with yourself, bringing stability to yourself. Once you can appear as if you're stable, people are going to want to be with you. People are going to want to work with you. It's just naturally going to come to you. You know what I mean? You naturally attract who you are. So Spirit is saying, instead of rushing in and doing things haphazardly, it often makes you look silly or crazy, okay? And a lot of you may not like what I'm about to say to you, but this is what it is. The Knight of Wands is not a stable energy, and this is what's going on right now. So your biggest piece of advice is work on bringing stability within yourself. Once you're able to bring the stability in yourself, you will be able to attract the abundance that you truly deserve, okay? So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.